Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Talk with the Missus. We're excited to be with you. We believe that you will be thoroughly blessed, and we're hoping that as we are reaching out today, that God will reach out to somebody, and your lives will be transformed and never the same again.
Amen.
I'm going to let the Missus welcome you while we continue on the stream this evening. We trust God for a real refreshing time for you. All right, Mrs.
Yes, thank you, Mister. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you. Thank you for being with us here on Talk with the Missus. We are so excited to be with you. I feel like it's been a while because I believe our last episode was a rebroadcast. So yes, but it feels like it's been a while. So have you been? What you've been up to? Summer is finally here. Many children are going off school and so forth. So it's a lot of things to plan and things to do. Hope you are planning and doing all that you can, and I'm sure it will be a memorable one for good in the name of Jesus. So today we are here with you, and as always, we'd love to know where you are tuning in from. Today's topic, I will leave the mister to introduce it, but it's a very good one. So please do share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and let's discuss this. And as you know, in case you are here for the first time, welcome. Do let us know where you are tuning in from. But Talk with the Missus is birthed out of conversations between Mr. and Mrs. Where we discuss everyday things, and the conversations were just so rich, so inspiring, so uplifting that we said no, we will not be doing justice to the body of Christ and to the people that God has put in our environment or in our community or in our circle if we do not share the things that we discuss. So that's how Talk with the Missus came. We just wanted a spy in the wall, a fly in the wall, something in the wall. So you are that very thing in the wall, and we are so happy you are here. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And as always, we always say share the broadcast. You don't know whose situation is going to be transformed by this broadcast. You don't know whose issue, whose questions, whose concerns, whose dilemma is literally going to be resolved through this broadcast. So please do share, be a blessing, be your brother's keeper, your sister's keeper. Share the broadcast, let somebody know, and tune in. And thank you for joining. God bless you.
Thank you indeed for joining. Yes. I am in the business of sharing at the moment.
Yes.
And the conversation is going to roll in when we're through.
Okay.
With the sharing. So we're obviously going to want to welcome those of you who have already joined in, and we would love for you to also get sharing. And like the missus said, this is just one broadcast. It's very real. That's the good thing. I love Talk with the Missus. Honestly, I do.
Yeah.
I do, because it's real, it's
genuine.
Unscripted,
Yes.
It's genuine. There's no rehearsal, not before or after.
No.
It's just real, and it speaks to everyday life. So let me share, and I'm gonna let the missus just just talk to the people about at the moment before we get to today's topic. Yeah. How to prepare yourself maybe for the summer.
See when somebody's trying to buy time. Okay, how do you prepare yourself for the summer? All right, well, we've got 6 weeks. So how are you preparing yourself for 6 weeks? But people that are in the US, they started their summer a long time ago.
Yeah, I saw something today with a church, and I think they started like their summer.
Yeah, they start their summer camps.
It was so beautiful, honestly.
Yeah. Summer camps. I love summer. When I was much younger, I grew up in the UK. As a child, from the age of 5 is when my parents even though they met here, they went back to our home country, then came back, had my sister, then had me, then come back again. So I came back finally at age 5. And obviously they're coming back for the second time, trying to, navigate themselves, put a good foot in and on the ground. So they'll be working all the time. My dad was in a different country. My mum was working, grafting hard here. So summertime, we'll just have the whole 6 weeks. It would either be a school activities, because the schools those days used to have activities for the 6 weeks. You're going Thorpe Park, you're going Legoland, you're having different things that have like a school club for the whole time. It was wonderful. They don't have it now. Well, they do, but you pay for it now. Then it was free. And then you only pay for like activities, outings, and so forth. Then as well as that, the church that we used to go to when we first came to this country, it was a Baptist church, and they always had something going on. It was so nice. Every Friday we used to go for like a Bible study, split up into different groups, and then summertime there'll be 1 or 2 different activities. So if there's something like that in your church or in a church that is near you, it will be really good to find something like that to do, to give your child or give your children a good biblical kind of grounding, or expose them to godly things, which is great. Other than that, there are different clubs that are within your area. Most are paid for these days. Everything's paid for, to be honest.
Everything's paid for,
so it's kind of hard.
No free lunch.
There's no those days, honestly, nowadays things were really, really free. There were grants for different things, but these days everything's paid for. I think just the cost of living and everything has gone up, so nobody can really do things for free anymore. Blame the government. All of them, Thatcher, John Major, what was it, Tony Blair, all of them changed different things, took off things that used to be free. But yeah, besides that, different other activities, just try and get them more active. Sitting on the TV, watching TV all day, every day is not healthy for obvious reasons. They need blood circulation, they need movement, they need all kinds of things going on. Go on walks. There are so many things that you could do for free. There's parks, thankfully, that are in most areas, especially in the UK, where there are different parks around you or different walking trails around you. Do something as a family. Hopefully the weather will be good whenever you do decide to do something. Picnics, meeting up with their school friends, walking, doing a hunt. You can go like a few hours before, drop some things, hopefully no one picks them up, and then come back and do a hunt, do a trail, just different things. So find something to do, and I'm sure it will be a great blessing. So, Mister, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. And I just want us to welcome some of those that we already have online. So we have Ngozi Norum. We're saying good evening to another session of awesome talk from London. She's beautiful. From London. Beautiful. Great to have you with us. Do you want to read this?
Yes, Claudia says, good evening, Pastor Moses and the beautiful First Lady. I greet you both from Hackney. God bless you. Yeah, Hackney was usually
the happening place.
Well, not the happening place, but it was down the road. I used to live in Highbury, but very close to Hackney. It was like Stoke Newington side. So Clissold Park. So walking down, always things to do.
Okay. Great. Well, and please, you want to share, because this evening's topic is off the roof, I'm telling you. So, we're going to need everybody's input in the conversation. And so we've got Uyo Azabioha. She's saying, good evening, beautiful people of God.
Good evening
to you. Mm-hmm. Do you want to read that?
Yes, and Collie and Nelly. She says, hi, everyone. Happy to be here. Amen. Joining from North London.
Great.
And Fene says, Fene is present.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Yes, good to have you.
We've got Esther Ofure. Yeah,
she says, good evening, Pastor Moses and my beautiful sister. Good evening to you too.
Thank
the
you.
Lord bless you. And then Elaine Shirley, she says, good afternoon, Pastor and Mrs. Omoviye. Good to be able to join today. Summer is my busiest season at work.
Oh, really? Oh, mine.
So not much personal preparation plan, but my family sometimes plan a beach day out. Yeah, that's a good idea as well. Just go around wherever is like a nice spot. So beach, amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. And hopefully the Lord will give you strength to pull you through all the way to the end there, Elaine.
Yeah.
All right. And Pastor Austin, he says, good evening, Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Moses Omoviye. Always a pleasure listening to you.
Great.
And always a pleasure to have you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good to have you with us.
Yes. Elaine says she's joining from Jamaica.
Jamaica. Oh, beautiful.
Yes,
that would be a busy season. Summer. Yeah. Because a lot of people will be going to such places as well on holiday.
Yeah, so if you're working, it's busy. Yeah. Sabia says, hello from Florida. God bless you, Sabia. Good to have you with us.
And then we got
Ahoy. It's just a heart emoji.
Yeah, we love you.
I know, I'm doing a circle. Sorry. I'm doing a circle. Yeah.
Okay, so we got Amudini said, praise the Lord, Pastor, and my dear sister.
Praise the Lord.
Ellen said, thank you so much. Great. All right, so let's get to the topic of conversation for today. Yeah. I think maybe I should just explain it. This topic was sent to us by someone.
Yeah. So this could be you.
Yeah.
You send us topics.
Send us topic. Yeah. If you send us a topic, we'll discuss it. And the person sent it to us, just this afternoon. Was it yesterday you got it? Okay. So send it to her yesterday. I only saw it this afternoon. And what is the topic? The topic is an explanation. So I need to give you the picture. So if you have two guys that are best friends. Two guys that are best friends. And you have two ladies who are best friends. Somehow, these two best friend guys marries these two best friend ladies. So you have a husband and wife. The wife is the best friend of the other couple, the other lady. Yeah. And then you have a husband who is the best friend of the other man. Right. So two couples, both husbands, best friends, both wives, best friends. Okay. Now, the first couple, first husband and wife, they had a problem, an issue in their marriage, and that issue results from cheating. So one of them cheated on the other, and somehow it destroyed their marriage. They could not really, come out of it. When I say come out of it, they could not forgive each other to be able to move on. They couldn't move on from it
as a couple.
And it resulted in both marriages. No, not both marriages. It resulted in their marriage ending up in divorce. Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, one of them, the first couple that obviously their marriage ended up in divorce. One of them, could be the lady or could be the man, is now getting married. Getting remarried. Mm. And remember that the second couple, the husband is the best friend of this man. The wife is the best friend of this lady. One of them is getting remarried. And let's say it's the woman that's getting remarried. And the other lady of the couple that's still married, the wife, say, well, I have to be at her wedding. She's my best friend. And the man, her husband, says, well, I can't attend her wedding that she's getting remarried because of my loyalty to my best friend, who is now her ex-husband. Is it right? One, it may be a subjective answer, But should the other man be able to attend her wedding for her remarriage, even though her ex-husband is the best, is his best friend? Or should even the wife be attending, being that the husband's best? So that's really, and this person sent us, they didn't send it to us just for us to send them an answer. They wanted us to discuss it, and talk with the missus, and then just get people also to impute their views. So we would want to hear from you. I'm sure that the person who sent the question is watching. We will share our views. We want you to share your view, and I think it would make for a great conversation. So this is why we say you send us your questions. Yeah, it may not be a topic. It may be a scenario. Like this one is a scenario, but we obviously can discuss it. So what do you think? What do you think? The other married couple, what should they do as it relates to this situation?
I think it's a tricky or dicey, or it's a topic that is kind of, there's still other layers that you kind of need to understand before you fully answer. But let's say it's on this level, without knowing whether the person that is getting remarried, are they the person that cheated, and are they getting remarried to the person they cheated on with? Let's put that aside. Let's park that for a sec.
Okay. But we will have to come.
But we will have to come there.
Because we cannot ignore that. So, because it's one thing for them to be getting remarried to the person they cheated with. Or it could be that the person who is getting remarried is the one that was cheated on.
The victim, if you like.
The victim that is getting remarried. So
is moving on with their life. So I mean, if it's, let's take it from that standpoint first and work our way up.
Okay, that is the victim.
The person that was cheated on.
So let's getting remarried.
That's getting remarried. Somehow, the things, they just couldn't work. They couldn't, their heart and their mind couldn't push through the devastation of it all. But God's so kind, now, they found somebody else to love and behold. And they're now going off to marry that person. Shouldn't you be happy for them? Shouldn't either, whether it's the guy or it's the girl that has the best friend, shouldn't you just be happy for them?
And attend the wedding.
Yeah, because right now you're saying you're not even going to attend the wedding with your own spouse out of loyalty to your friend. What about your spouse? Why do they have to go to the wedding alone?
Well, the spouse has to go because of the same reason, loyalty to her friend.
Yeah, but they're attending a wedding. Yeah, it just happens that it's her best friend or somebody that they know. You're attending a wedding.
Yeah.
That's where you're going. Where are you going this weekend? I'm going to a wedding. Oh, do you know the couple? The first thing is you're attending a wedding. So you attend as a guest of the wedding to celebrate that someone is getting married. I think that's you should, especially if it's somebody that was cheated on by your friend. Your guy or your girl couldn't hold themselves together, and this devastated this person, and you can't go and celebrate with them that they've picked up the pieces and moved on with their life. Like, I don't understand why you would not even want to celebrate that. Even if you're not happy to be there, I think you should just be there. Yeah, but if it was the other way around, my answer is a little bit different.
If it was the one that cheated,
yes,
that was not getting married,
yes, but only if they're getting married to the person that they cheated on my best friend with, then I've got problems. I'm being honest. I've got problems. I'll just be sitting there the whole ceremony, especially when they say, "Oh, does anyone have anything against this couple? They should speak now or forever hold their peace." I'm gonna be doing, or I'm just gonna be late because I don't even want to cause issues. I'm just being honest, but I will have feelings or reservations. I may still attend, but I will have feelings and reservations. The only reason I'm saying this is because I have to be genuinely honest to my nature and my person. Yeah. It doesn't mean that I'm right. It doesn't also mean that I'm wrong, but I know myself. Yeah. If something that is real life, like Diana, the Princess of Wales, yeah, that was booted out as a side chick, yeah, no, as a wife, and then Prince Charles was having a blatant, horrible affair with Camilla Parker Bowles, and in broad daylight, all kinds of things, and then before you know it, he's now in a full-blown relationship with her, and then before you know it, he marries her, and then before you know it, even though he promised the queen that he's not going to call her queen before she died, he still now calls her queen. So it makes the whole country call her queen. So I just know that if I have issues with that, and that they're not like a close friendship relationship, then I know that I would potentially have issues with that. Doesn't mean I won't accept it. Doesn't mean that I won't, come in tune with it, but I wouldn't be happy. But it's not about me, and maybe I'm being immature. I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling the pain for my friend a little bit too much. Maybe I should be the mature Christian one and give her a way to find a way to overlook the pain and the struggle and be the Christian in this situation and forgive, but she's gonna need work, I'm gonna need work, so you're gonna have to work on both of us. We're gonna come for counseling, Pastor. I can't forgive this guy, but that's only because I know myself as a person. But if I was to cancel somebody, if I put myself out of the picture, then I would say forgive, the Lord, this. But can I really ask of somebody what I can't do myself? I don't know. I know it will be hard for me. I know it wouldn't be impossible. I will get there. Yeah, I just know that it will be hard. So hopefully the marriage is not so soon after, because I think I need some time, to get over this devastation. So give me some time, give me some space, give me some time. So let me get over this devastation, but I will get over the devastation, and I will, be willing to, support. But at the end of the day, everybody's running their own race. So even in saying that, I'm judging. Do you get what I mean? I'm being judgmental and all of that stuff, which is not good. I'm not being Christian, to be honest. If I'm like holding resentment, and maybe I shouldn't even talk on this topic, but I'm just being honest. It will take me time. I know me. It will take me time. It won't be impossible. I'll get over it.
Yeah.
But the initial blow, I would be one of the, I'll wake up and can't believe what he done. I'll be one of those that it will be going around in my head. Maybe it's my personality. Maybe it's because, like temperaments, maybe it's my temperament. Maybe it's all of that. Because I'm someone that holds loyalty very strong. So if you know temperaments, one of the temperaments that I have. So I would find it hard. I will struggle, but it would not be impossible. I will get over it. And when I get over it, we'll be the best of friends.
Okay.
I'm being
I
honest.
think you've got a number of people in your shoes. You've got Habi laughing.
Yeah.
Maggie have said
same.
Same. LOL, laughing out loud.
Yeah.
She's same. Mwingi said Team Dana all the way. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got Mrs. I think.
Mrs. O.
Oh, yeah. Saying talk. She's laughing also. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think you had Philip said, well, it depends on what led to the divorce and what they believe. there are those who do not support divorce, and attending the wedding would mean endorsing the divorce.
That's another level.
Yeah, that's another level as well.
Yeah.
So what led to the divorce is that one of the couple, it could be the husband or the wife, cheated on the other. Yeah. So they cheated on the other, and the couple together as a couple, they couldn't reconcile.
Yeah.
And as such, they ended up in divorce. And now one of them is getting married. And you have a situation where these two people get married. Remember, the couple that got divorced, the husband, the couple that are still married, the husband is the best friend of the man.
Yeah.
And the wife is the best friend of the woman. They were best friends even before they got married.
Yeah.
And they remain best friends as a couple, husband to husband, wife to wife. And now their best friends are
no longer together.
And one of them is not getting married, and the other couple is finding it difficult to attend in loyalty, maybe to her friend. Maybe it's the man getting married, she's finding it difficult to attend, or is the woman getting married and the other married couple man is finding it difficult to go because of loyalty to his friend. So should that really be an issue, or should it not be an issue? I think that there are a number of things that comes into play. Maybe let me read more comments, and then I will share my own view as well. We've got Habe, who have said, "Good evening, Pastor Moses and beautiful Sister Chioma." Hello. Adele said the husband should have a conversation with his friend. Yeah. So in this case, assuming is the lady that is getting remarried, and the husband is saying they can't go, and his wife wants to go because she's my best friend, and the husband is saying I can't go because her ex is my best friend. He thinks that the husband should have a conversation with his best friend to say, oh, by the way, your ex is getting remarried. My wife is going, and I'm looking to go. I hope, I just wanted you to know, hasn't got anything to do with our friendship and blah blah blah. I think that's what he's pointing to there. All right, Professor Philip said he said it also depends on how involved the friend was in the divorce process.
Yeah.
Just through some of the things that I'm thinking in my head from the two comments I've just read.
Yeah.
Adele's comment, this Philip's comment, it also depends on how involved they were during the divorce process. And then, and please, we want you to impute on this, because this is a question someone sent to us, and they wanted us to discuss it, on Talk with the Missus. I'm sure they'll be listening. They just hearing from everybody would be helpful. Okay. Wingy said, I'm sorry, I will need help with that one.
Yeah.
You best believe I'm going to come at you in the most godly way. Then probably accept and go for intense counseling session and forgive you.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got Bosio Fejura said, good evening to my pastor and Pastor Mrs. Thank you. Mwigi is laughing.
Yeah.
Habi said, this is so messy. Yes, it is. So. But that things like this happen.
This is
life. I mean,
now,
one of the prayer points
that
I covered this morning on Azam Prevail.
It's true.
It's a messy situation.
It's true.
Very messy situation. I mean, let me just mention for those who are not with us in prayer this morning. The prayer point is from a woman who is married. She has 4 children.
Yeah.
And her son, her eldest son, I think, died.
One of her sons.
I don't know if it's the eldest one. One of her sons died 4 years ago.
So painful.
That's very devastating. died. And when the boy died, she was so devastated, the husband was so devastated that the loss of that son affected their marriage to the degree that the husband packed and left her. And for the past 2 years, the man, divorced her. Yeah, left her, first of all, separated from her for about 2 years, and thereafter filed for divorce and divorced her.
She's devastating. She just lost her son.
She lost the son.
Now
He lost
losing,
the son.
Yeah.
The two of them could not deal with it.
Yeah.
And, while that was on, she then goes to a counselor and, in her words, falls in love with the counselor and was then involved in an affair with the counselor and became pregnant. Now, that's out of her character. She's a noble woman.
Yeah.
She's not a woman that sleeps around or all of
true.
that. So it's not like,
true.
She's a loose
That's
woman.
What she does.
No, she wasn't.
It's true.
She wasn't a loose woman, but this is what then happened.
The vulnerability of the situation.
Now she got pregnant for her counselor. The counselor is a married man who has been married for over 30 years without a child. She gets pregnant for the counselor, delivers a child, a baby, and the counselor now moves in to be with her. Her family,
he's a pastor.
Yeah, the counselor is a pastor. Now leaves his wife, moves in to be with her. Her family are not happy with her. Her family are supporting now her ex against her, and to the degree that her children that her sister used to look after, the sister, is kind of talked to the children to the degree now the children have turned against her, and her life is just in a mess. She stands the risk of, you're threatening her, if you do this, we'll report you to social service, your children will be taken from you. So everything is a mess. So I'm just going into that because of
report you to social services on what grounds? If you're being clearly honest, the nation that we're in, there's no issue here.
Well, so it depends on
what
they create. But what took me there was the fact that Habe said this is so messy. And we say, they're messy situations. So you even think of that compared to the scenario of what we're discussing, that situation is, to me, is messier than this particular situation.
We're talking about a ceremony.
Yeah, this is a ceremony and a divorce. Okay, so we keep going. Habe said, of course, this is a very, very big issue. It is. It is, honestly, not to downplay it in any way. Elaine, you want to read this?
So Elaine says, I think I would not go, but would have no issues if my spouse goes. Yeah.
Okay.
Erica Rose says, good evening, Pastor Moses and First Lady, and all on this live watching from Florida.
Great.
Amazing.
Good to have you.
Good to have you, Erica.
Yeah. So I let me give my own view. I think that there are a number of factors to this. Yeah. So first of all, yes, these people are best friends. I believe that at the point where their marriage started having issues, resulting from one of the spouse cheating,
even before that, surely there was things happening before that. But anyway, maybe there weren't. Some people are just drawn that way, but maybe there were not issues.
Yeah, maybe there were. Yeah, maybe there were no issues before.
Yeah.
But let's say this was the issue.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe that both friends, the couple that are their friends, would have been involved one way or the other. Now, in their involvement, what were they saying? What was their involvement like? Was it an involvement of you support your friend, I support my friend? I think that question comes to mind because I think at the point where the issue arose in the marriage resulting from the cheating, the two of them should put away the heart of, well, that's your friend and that's my friend. Your friend cheated on my friend, because you would only be creating more problem for the future, whether they remain together or they're separate.
Definitely.
Or they're separate.
Definitely.
So
even problems for your own relationship.
Yeah, problems for your own relationship. Yeah. So I think that at that point where they were having such issues, the two of them should come, husband and wife, as a common front in speaking with them, condemn the wrong that have been done, help to appeal to the person who has been wronged, yeah, and see if there is a way to get them to forgive. Maybe because they are best friends, share some of the challenges. Obviously, we have not had your experience of somebody cheating, but we have had one challenge or the other, and be real to them, but we've had to rise over it. These were some of the issues. So it's a big problem and all of that, but set boundaries and just try to work them, because sometimes when people are having problems between themselves, if you, who is, let's call it third party, cannot separate your emotion from it, you escalate or create more problem, if not immediately, but in the future. You have to be able to take your own personal emotion out of it and say, oh, how dare you? Are not. No, because you will not be helping the matter. The situation is already charged up, and so you'll not be helping it. But let's say you played a great role and all of that, but still they ended up in divorce. Obviously, when people end up in divorce, I know sometimes when people end up in divorce, the other one is waiting to hear bad news about it. No, it's true.
It's true.
Waiting. Say, yeah, that's good for him.
To them?
Yeah, what happened to them?
I saw your husband today. You mean that man?
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Yeah. If they say, oh, I saw him and he's driving a brand new car, they want to change the topic. They don't want to hear that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it's good news, I follows.
They don't want to hear that. If it's a bad news,
I saw him. He looks so different. Hey, what kind of different?
Yeah. So it looks like he's sick. So well,
like he's suffering.
Yeah. Well,
well, how did he look?
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Right. So it's almost like and we have to deal with that because that's not a good spirit to have.
True.
Not just for people who are divorced, but when people are having issues with people, they somehow they want to hear bad news.
Won't help us
about them. Yeah.
Flesh.
You know, so it's not a good thing. It's like even when certain people leave, when they leave a church, you know,
a company
with heart, or leave a company, they somehow subconsciously they want to hear bad news.
Place crash.
Yes.
This one.
So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know, I knew it was always going to happen that way. So that's something that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah.
Because when two people divorce, it means that they have said we cannot be together. It doesn't mean that the other person should die. The fact that they've divorced, no, it's true. It doesn't mean that the other person should die. The fact that they've divorced, means that this one is free, that's free. Now, the issue of should they be divorcing in the first place or not is a different topic. Let's say this scenario, they've divorced, because that one is another topic that we cannot go into with the time that we have today. But they've divorced. What is expected? If the two people are divorced, they are still they still desire to be married. They don't want to live single till they get old and all of that. You should expect that they are going to get married.
Yeah, is this something that was going to happen?
It was going to happen. They're going to get married. Whether it is the one who cheated or the one that was cheated on, if they find somebody, they're going to get married. And if they're going to get married, you should be happy for them that they found somebody, and hope, if it was the one that cheated, and hope, pray that they do not break the trust of that person like they broke the trust of your friend, or like they broke your trust if you were the S.
Yeah.
People can be S and still wish each other well.
Yeah.
I think that's a fundamental issue. You may say, oh, it's pastor, maybe your heart may be different from mine, but me, I don't know if I can take it. But we all have to have the heart of God.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the truth. At the end of the day, you have to, you need to wish people well. You need to wish people well. So even if you were the S, yeah, even the S should wish their S partner, wish them well. Oh, they found somebody, they're getting married. Oh, I'm happy for them. Thank God that they're able to settle. If you haven't found someone yet, I hope God does the same for me. Yeah. Maybe because both of you divorced because you believe you are better apart.
Yeah.
Than together.
Yeah. You've tried it.
Yeah. But not that because you are better being single.
Nobody should have you. Yeah. Yeah.
Not that because you're better being single, because you yourself know you are better off with somebody, not just this person, because you can't get over what they did. So you should wish them well. And wishing them well, the least thing, because the only reason the friend is finding it difficult to go because loyalty to my friend is because they feel that their friend will not be happy. Oh, so you went to a wedding and all of that after all they did to me, whose side are you on? You shouldn't be on anybody's side. Yeah, you shouldn't be on anybody's side. You're my friend. I know people go to weddings, yeah, especially with couples. You can go to a wedding that you don't really know the person, but your husband used to know them, or your wife knew them. They were great best friends, maybe in secondary school. They've not been in touch for years, and they invite. And so, if your husband can come with you, and they go, isn't it? And then when they get there, you just say, oh, yeah, we used to be really close in this thing. This my husband, meet my friend. So I think that we have to, first of all, get to the point of wishing people well.
Yeah.
Wishing people well, whether they've been good to us or not.
I think shouldn't really be conditional.
If they were even our S, we should, especially if they had children. I mean, there's a couple I was speaking to the other day, and I was saying to them, listen, I don't think you should be divorcing, but if the both of you are pushing for divorce, then do it in an amicable way. I don't think you should. There's no reason. I don't see any issue here that cannot be resolved. It's not like one person is cheated on each other. It's just issues that can be resolved. But if both of you are pushing for divorce the way you are going, do it in an amicable way. For crying out loud, you have children. You want to still be able to see. You can be friends. You can do, but if you go about it in a bitter way that you destroy each other, both publicly and privately, then by the time you have even separated, you are wishing each other bad. And you use, because of that divorce, whether divorce will take you to hell or not, take that out. You will use the anger or the wishing of evil for the other person, the bitterness that will take you. You have divorced from the person, but the anger against them will take you to hell. Is it worth it? So I think if you deal with those fundamental things, then you will understand that the friend going to the wedding with his wife or going to the wedding with her husband is not an issue.
Yeah.
It should be able to go to the wedding. So the only reason why he or she cannot go to the wedding is if they were not going to go anywhere. They're not chance to go. They've got other things.
They're not in the country.
They're not in the country. They're not invited. But that I'm not going. It's like, okay, because I think sometimes people cover certain things just with the word loyalty. And then it makes it difficult. Saying loyalty to my friend, I cannot attend the wedding. I get that, but it's like, I've seen cases where a lady, she's single, and a guy approaches her, and she refuses to marry the guy or refuses the proposal.
To entertain it.
Yeah, to entertain it. And then you ask why. So, because a year or two ago or months ago, he had spoken to my friend that he was interested in her, and she turned him down and she wasn't interested. So in loyalty to my friend that she spoke
still
to,
not going to go with him.
Who's not going to go with him? It's not like they were together.
Married. Probably even married.
Yeah, probably even other I say is girl code. And I'm like, what kind of girl code is that? Your friend said they don't want this person. It's not like they were both in a relationship and he did something, they broke up. No, they don't want. And is he not going to marry somebody? Yes. And he's looked around and said, okay, he likes it. And you ask, so if he came to you first and never went to your friend, would you have said yes? And the person is like, yes. So the only reason is because they spoke to your friend before. Your friend don't like them, but you like them, but you feel that in loyalty to your friend, I don't even see what the loyalty is there. You are not going to get married. Then you become a prayer point. What are you?
And that guy will probably find someone to marry.
Yeah, he will find someone to marry.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you would be there. Maybe that your friend also get married.
Maybe we've just got to reconsider the things that we, like you say, class as loyalty.
Yeah.
As well as the things that we hold as a priority.
Yeah.
Because you're obviously seeing a friendship or a relationship with your friend as a priority, even to your own behavior and even to your own emotional state, that you're doing things that are not probably even godly.
Yeah.
Because my reaction is like, oh no, I'm not interested. Da, da, da. But that's just me running on emotion. And emotion doesn't really take you anywhere positive. If you really think about it, it's you're just letting your flesh rule.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about this before. Somebody like Jonathan in the Bible. Yeah. So Jonathan is caught between his father, who is King Saul, and obviously is his father, so you're obeying your father, and he's caught also with his best friend, which is David, the next heir to the throne that the whole of Israel knew, including Jonathan and his father, King Saul. So, but he was able to be loyal, if we're on that footing of loyalty, to both of them.
Yeah, and managed it with wisdom.
Yeah, manage it with wisdom.
He didn't cut off from his father.
No.
And did not cut off from David.
Exactly. So much so that even when after Jonathan's died, David is still looking to show kindness to anybody from his household. So there's a way that you manage the friendship that it doesn't now harm you.
Yeah.
It doesn't now change who you are as a person. Or even if, like I said, like my kind of person, it'll take me time, but I'll get there. They will take me time. But it shouldn't really, I shouldn't be in a place where I'm potentially committing sin because I'm holding on to a loyalty with a friend for a friend. Yeah. So if Jesus now comes within the next 30 minutes, because I'm so upset with this best spouse or ex-spouse,
and this person,
I'm now going to hell. So I've got,
and the Lord may have even forgiven them.
Yeah,
they may have gone to God and asked God for forgiveness to say, Lord, I cheated on my husband.
Yeah,
I ask you for forgiveness. The husband says, I've forgiven you, but I can't just get over it. Let's separate. The Lord forgive them, but you were there, and that is determining.
You're caught up. Look, think about it. Think about Uriah in the Bible.
Yeah.
Think about Uriah, David, Bathsheba. Maybe Uriah had a best friend yeah, that now knew all that happened. And he's seen the king has killed off Uriah, got Bathsheba pregnant, and then the king, because he still then took her as a wife.
Yeah.
He still took Bathsheba as a wife, and you're now called to go to the wedding.
Yeah.
Is that best friend going?
Mm.
Is he gonna like say, no, I can't go to the king thing? Meanwhile, like you said, God has forgiven David.
Yeah, he's gone to the Lord has
He's
forgiven him, dealt with him.
Yeah.
And it's done now.
He's forgiven him so much so that he now gave him the next heir to his throne through that same woman. So that's true forgiveness. So why am I now being the person that I'm holding Uriah's legacy? How can you know? Whereas God,
I think we should try not to be completely ruled by our emotions.
I think that's really it.
When we are completely ruled by our emotions, we would make certain judgments that later, you know, if we look back and we know that if our emotions were not involved, this would not be the judgment.
Look out from an emotion out of
We've got a lot to read.
Oh my God, guys, you've been good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Fene says, in my personal opinion, don't attend, just wish them well, send a gift maybe, because the husband or the wife will be watching to see who attended. See, that just means that everyone's still in a bitter, bad place.
Yeah, they'll be watching. And it's right that they'll be watching.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, so you mean, because they would like to hear that wedding didn't work, rain was falling. You know, if they were doing it outside the gazebos, the roof of the gazebos were off, flying
the cake flew off.
The cake that we're bringing it just collapsed. That's what they would want to hear. Do you understand?
Yeah. But why is their ears so ready to hear things? Of
course, that day they'll be searching social media, saying, "Post, is he smiling?
Yeah.
Why is he smiling?
Yeah.
Why is he smiling?
It's true.
He shouldn't be happy."
Yeah, but that's putting you in a place of continuous bitterness.
Yes.
Where you're never really gonna be happy. So you have to find a way to be happy and come out of this.
All right.
In my personal opinion, wary, husband or the wife will be watching to see who attended and will end up thinking you were happy that they broke up. I think that's where that conversation that Adele said,
have a conversation with him. Yeah. Because people can divorce and reconcile.
Exactly. What if they now come back together?
Exactly.
And you've been a crusader, you know, soldier. I'm a soldier for my best friend, and then the best friend, and now you turn and then they now start kissing and they're back together. You're like,
I mean, from the point that you heard that this one is looking to move on, and maybe you should even start talking to them that, are you guys sure that you don't want to come back together?
It's true. Because it happens.
And you can use words like they say, I don't know if it's true anyway, but they say the devil that you know is better than the angel. Just speak to them to say, look, you know, I mean, you've stayed apart from each other for some time. Do you prefer it? Is your life better off? Are you happier being alone or happier? Don't just think of that moment of disappointment. Think of the years that you've had, you know, friends, all the moments of joy that you've had, and ask yourself,
of weakness. Sometimes it's just a moment
of weakness. So he said, and we'll end up thinking, okay, you were happy they broke up, and if especially the person getting married was the one that cheated. Okay. So Professor Phillips said, there's really nothing wrong attending the wedding ceremony. It only bordered on our conscience and belief system, which I agree. There's nothing wrong attending. It does not mean disloyalty to your friend. Elaine said, very good point, Pastor Moses. People most often wish bad for the places or people they separated from. She says, so true. Forgiveness and peaceful resolve is key. And that's so true. When people separate from a place, they wish bad. It's almost like a subconscious thing that happens.
Yeah.
Do you want to read this from Philip?
Okay, Philip says, I had a situation where I had to decide to conduct the naming ceremony of a former church member who divorced the wife for delayed conception against my advice. They are both close to us.
Okay.
Yeah. So it had something quite similar.
Yeah.
I had no choice but to conduct the naming ceremony because every child deserves to be blessed. Yeah. However, I had to inform the former wife about it myself. Yeah. That's another thing. So that she's not now hearing, so Philip, you were part of the people.
Yeah. So you mean you can go and be
not even
doing the naming?
You're the one that's blessing.
Yeah, blessing them. Yeah. You know, when you know that we were both married and we're separated.
And it's this same thing.
Yeah.
This same thing. No, you form my
but he had no choice.
Yeah.
But to do that because he's not doing it for the man. Neither is he doing it for the woman. He's not doing it as a statement that he supports the fact that they are separated. But like he said, every child deserves to be blessed.
Yeah.
It's like a lady gets pregnant out of wedlock.
Yeah. You not throw the child away.
Would you throw the child away? No.
Yeah.
And the child needs to be blessed. You say, oh, no, because these are
not the type of children we accept.
We accept. No, you have to bless the child.
Yeah.
You have to bless the child. So, sometimes we have to be able to look at things, beyond the emotions of it.
Yeah.
Okay, you read this.
Okay, so Mrs. O, she says it's difficult as it depends how emotionally mature an individual is. It takes a mature person who is conscious of who they are to be able to allow the other person to attend the wedding. Yeah. So that's what I was saying about maturity.
So when you say allow the other person to attend the wedding, would be the friend who is divorced,
the spouse, the ex-spouse,
the ex-spouse, aligned. But is it the ex-spouse
is it their choice
to allow them? I don't think they should.
Must you get permission?
It's not. I think you should speak to them.
Yeah, let them know.
Yeah, I don't think you should just go and not speak to them because they're your friend.
Yeah.
But you're not speaking to them.
Yeah.
To take permission from them.
Yeah.
No, you're saying to them, look, this wedding is happening on so day, and myself and my wife have been invited. Of course, you should know that we will be invited, first of all, because she's the best friend of my wife, and by extension, she's known me for years, and both of you are our best friends.
The thing is,
so I just want you to know that I will be attending the wedding. You're still my friend and everything. And I don't want you to think, oh, you attended wedding, blah, 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 blah. We've attended weddings before. You don't have to take permission from you to attend weddings.
And the thing is, you should also say, if it was you that was getting married, you would also expect that I will
attend. And my wife will come with me. Exactly.
So,
and we hope that just like they have found somebody, that you would find somebody and you get married soon,
you too.
And we would want to be there.
Yeah.
Great. So you've got
so she says, in order not to displease either the husband or my friend, thereby quarreling with my own husband, I will stay neutral, but let my
maybe my friend
know why I can't attend.
I cannot attend.
Okay.
So she's taking the route of none of them attending.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Elaine says, however, it depends on the time frame. Like I said, it's the time frame thing. It helps, to be honest.
Yeah, that will play a big role in it.
Yeah, within which the occasions occur. Sometimes, if too quickly, then persons are not given enough time to process and accept or acclimatize to the situation.
Yeah,
which is so true.
Yeah, time frame is very important, and also another point that you cannot discard is if the person that he is getting married to, the person is getting married to, if it is the person that the lady cheated with or the man cheated with, that definitely brings a different dynamics to the whole picture.
It does.
Because if it's that person that, let's say is the man that cheated, the lady he cheated with, or is the woman that cheated, the man that she cheated with, if that's the person getting married to, and it's all happening also very quickly, then it appears that the target was to destroy their marriage, to move on. Then at that point, maybe none of the parties should even be attended, because it may be that they are endorsing the situation.
Yeah, because
but if it heals, if they heal,
it's a hard one, to be honest. If it's that kind of scenario, it's a hard one, because like you said, you don't now want to show that you're endorsing it, because there's a way to do things. Even if you're getting divorced, even if you're getting remarried to the person that you now believe is the real true love of your life, and you made a mistake, whatever, even if you feel that's the case, there's still a way to manage it. People's hearts should not be brutally destroyed and blood spilled
shouldn't be that you
all
don't
over
care.
the streets.
You don't care at
you
all.
Literally took their heart on like a balloon, and just shot a rifle and splashed it into pieces. I think there's a way that you can carry somebody along, even if that's your end game, without killing them emotionally. So, and then killing everybody else that is on this journey with you as well. So I think it really does depend on how things are managed. But even if they manage it in such a terrible way, are you meant to now hold that grudge and bitterness? And it just means you have to dig even deeper to do that forgiveness. But are you saying you're not going to forgive? What is this like? It's unforgivable now. So it's something that you still have to forgive. It's just that it's harder, if you like, but it's not impossible. That's what I think.
Okay, we take this. Right,
Fenna says these days people monitor their ex.
It's true. It's true.
Waiting for them to fail.
Sometimes it's like monitoring spirit.
Instagram, what are they doing? Oh, succeeding.
It's true. Honestly, it is true.
Oh, he said he posted he had a bad day. Like.
No, they won't like it. They like it.
Yeah. No, people make like fake accounts to monitor.
If it's
monitor people that they don't want to know that I'm actually the one monitoring you.
Yeah. So. No. People, they do that. People, they leave somebody.
Yeah.
But they don't truly leave them. They become monitoring spirits.
Yeah.
Like monitoring spirits.
Yeah.
It's true. Just monitoring every move of their life.
But that's been in a very bad psychological place.
But it happens.
Yeah, it happens. But we have to address that happening because you're in a very bad psychological place, and your life is literally on standstill until you come out of this bad psychological place. Because as much as it's funny, oh, she's monitoring me, that's bordering psychotic. Before you know, it is. Before you know it, you some people, because of the emotions, because this is an emotional thing that you've not been able to grip, get a grip on.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you're seeing them down the street. You're driving your car. You've had a bad day. Yeah. Imagine this. You've had a bad day. You've been monitoring them all day. You can't even find them anymore. You're just, oh, forget this. I'm going to go home. You're driving down the street. You now see them crossing the road with this new lady, and they're arm in arm laughing. And then you're driving. You emotions. You put your foot down on the accelerator to go and run them down. It's only after that your mind will now say, oh, what am I doing? Because some people, they actually, I studied law. Some people go crazy lengths because of these kind of issues. And it's just a cuff. You're literally at the borderline. So that kind of psychological issue needs to be dealt with. Let the person go.
Yeah.
When you let them go,
if you say you cannot be, if you say you cannot be with them,
nobody else can.
If you say you cannot be with them, then let them go. Don't just let them go.
Yeah.
Physically, let them go emotionally. Cut it off and wish them well, like you wish other human beings well.
Yeah.
Don't if you know that you cannot let them go that way, then don't Don't fight to keep your marriage and fight to keep your relationship.
Yeah.
I think is either, okay, I'm letting them go and that's it. I can get on and then fine. But if you can't, then don't let them go. Don't let them go and feel, well, no, we can't be together anymore. But your heart, you have not released them.
Yeah.
And so you're monitoring them. So he said, these days, please finish this you were reading.
Okay, where am I?
Just read from the
ex.
beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
These days people monitor their ex for them to fail or for the marriage to crash. They are ready to send people to the marriage to see how it went. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. We've got Claudia who have said, to be honest, Pastor, one of them did not truly love the other, because when you find that person that you and them are compatible, cheating would be the last thing they would be thinking about. Yeah,
I think it's
not every cheating.
Yeah, it's because of
planned
lack of
for.
love. Yeah, or because of lack of love.
Yeah, not every cheating is because of lack of love.
Yeah.
Or planned for.
Yeah.
Some are
temptation gone wrong.
Yeah, temptation gone wrong. Okay, I'll give an example. I saw this couple.
Right.
Yeah, thank God they're not divorced.
Okay.
This man was a lecturer.
Okay.
Was he a lecturer, a student? But they're a couple. It's school environment. Very intelligent, helpful to a lot of people in the school environment. Married, and then one day,
he's married.
Yeah, he's married. Right. Yeah, and he had this
co-student.
Yeah, co-student that he was helping. Okay. And in the midst of that, in fact, according to him, yeah, he had it's himself and his wife that were sharing this thing. He had Holy Ghost night. Okay. On live
reading.
Yes, on live stream.
Right, watching it.
Yeah, watching it, and was helping this sister. Somehow she just reached out and kissed him, and he was saying that he doesn't know what happened to him.
She's an agent. That's what happened to him. She's a pure agent.
No, and because
how can he not kiss her and then she not kiss him and then all of a sudden he's helpless?
He said he kissed him,
agent
and
of darkness.
He just ended up sleeping.
Hey,
with her.
Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, after the deed has happened, because I'm trying to talk into Claudia's comment that maybe they were not really, they didn't really love each other and all of that.
Terrible.
Following that, he knew that something was not right. When he got back to his wife, he told his wife immediately that something happened.
Wow.
Today.
That's amazing.
Are you following me? And this is what happened. Of course, the wife was not happy.
Yeah, but you have to applaud him.
Yeah, but he told the wife that, look at what I did to you. I don't know what happened, what came over. Because he knew that he had to tell the wife. He told the wife. Thank God he told the wife, because this lady was now coming after him for himself. She then raised an accusation of rape on him.
Because he's denying her advances, right?
Yes. Then that becomes a fight.
Okay.
That he had to fight over a long period of time, and he's in the medical field, so his pin was under threat.
Oh, it's in this country.
No, he didn't start in this country.
Right. Okay.
It was in another country.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. They fought there. He got cleared there, and he then relocated to this country.
Right.
started working in the medical field. The lady from that country wrote to the medical body here in this country.
Wow.
They then started an investigation on him for years. You know why? Now, I'm just saying that, okay, when we look at how the lady was pursuing him, we saw he really loved his wife. This lady was just after him. She said, but if the lady did not pursue him with that issue of rape, the fact that he fell and cheated, because you still call it cheated, yeah, it's not because he planned it. It's not because there's no love between him and his wife.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not an excuse, but you know, the devil catches the person at a bad place. May the Lord help us.
Amen. You know, another thing, sometimes you just fall. The Bible tells us that a righteous man falls 7 times. You just fall. Like, even if you imagine you're walking down the street, you just miscalculated. There cannot even be anything in your way or anything, but you just fall. Sometimes you can't even explain it. How did I get here? Sometimes you can't explain it. There are times where you just fall. Yeah. But I think his wife is really, really very good. And he particularly is very, very good that he told his wife immediately. Yeah. So that hedge that was broken, he now quickly filled it back so that together they were able to overcome that fight. But yeah, it's a hard one still.
All right. So I think we're going to have to wrap it up. There are some questions that we need to take note of. First of all, Habe said, this is a very good message. She went on to say, this is a very good and interesting topic. Erica said, very interesting topic. Now, some questions, we cannot deal with them today. We'll take them for another topic because we are well over time. Fennes said, I would suggest the topic of divorce for another day. Can a Christian file for a divorce? Yeah. Then you have
this one is Bible scholarship.
Elaine said, letting go. Question. How does one go about letting go when the relationship had no issues? It was old enough to fully claim your heart, or I believe maybe good enough. It was good enough.
No, old. Okay, like we were together for a while.
Okay, like, it was old enough got my heart. To fully claim your heart, but not that old. So you are deeply and completely in love. Okay. Yeah. How does one go about letting go in such a case? So I think we would deal with those topics in another episode because we are well over time. I want you to give final statement so that we can wrap up.
Okay. My final statements is, as much as emotionally you would not desire to be rational, your emotions will get the better of you initially, but you need to rise above your emotions so that you can actually deal with this more maturely. There's loads of things at stake here, both even your salvation, your friend's salvation, the other person. A lot of people's hearts are like hanging on strings. So be cautious and be careful of the advice that you're giving, because like we know so many times people that were exes do sometimes get back together. And your comments, whether carelessly given or in support given, may come back to haunt you. Yeah. And you'll be saying, oh no, I didn't mean that against him or against her, you know, I was just supporting you.
Because when people reconcile in love, they will talk.
They talk. Could you believe what he said about you? Could you? No, don't go to them. Let's not go to them anymore because they're not really for us. So you were, team whatever, before you know it, they're against you. So I think maturity asks the question of, what would Jesus do? Remember the woman that was caught in adultery, the very act. Jesus said,
neither
do I condemn you. So why are we condemning people when Jesus himself is not condemning them? I think we've got issues that we probably need to deal with. Our emotional traits or the flesh needs to die, literally, because it's not helping us, it's not advancing us, and it's putting us in an emotional negative place where anytime even the person's name, it's not even you anymore, it's not your ex-spouse, but your friend's ex-spouse, and you're also hoping them bad. You're also looking out to see what's bad news about them. It's a very dark place to be in. Who are you really? So I think emotionally get yourself in check, and maybe, even me, I got to allow the Queen Camilla to be called Queen Camilla and just move on with my life. Like Diana's gone, she's lived her life, and let's just move on, because your own life, your own salvation is worth a lot more. There was a saying when I newly gave my life to Christ, and I was like really friends with Pastor Moses at that time, because I just gave my life to Christ. He was like, helping and all that kind of thing as a pastor, because my mum had just gone away at that time. At that time, I was saying, I cannot compromise and go to hell. I'm not compromising on anything, going to hell. I'm not sugarcoating anything for anyone and going to hell. So I was very cautious that, what would Jesus do? Why am I reacting like this? Is this the way Jesus will want me to react? At the end of the day, we're children of God. So let's act like God's child, and let's be the bigger person. Let's be the godly person, and shine the light in the midst of that dark situation.
All right. My final words would be, wish everyone well.
Yeah.
Wish everyone well, both when they're with you and when they are separated from you. And whether that be in business,
church members, sometimes,
whether that be church, whether that be in marriage. Hopefully they're not separated from you in marriage, but wish everyone well. Wish everyone well, and then good will come to you. The Lord bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you for joining us for the conversation this evening. We want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And there are two of them. One is Pastor Moses GCF, and the other one is FMC TV. So Pastor Moses GCF is my evangelistic platform YouTube channel. FMC TV is our church YouTube channel. So please subscribe to both, and also follow us on Facebook, Pastor Moses GCF Facebook page, and the FMC online Facebook page. The Lord bless you as you do that, and share, the broadcast. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning. We have Anzam Prevail tomorrow morning by 6 a.m. and we'll be live for that session of prayer. The Lord bless you. Amen. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us this evening. It's been very refreshing to have this conversation. And the other topics, questions that were raised, we would look to discuss. If you have a scenario or a topic you would like us to discuss, feel free to send it through to us, either on our WhatsApp number or through the chats. The Lord bless you in Jesus' name. Well,
amen.
I believe this is where we say
bye.